Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Greg Silva. Welcome to another day of our Self Improvement Month. It's been 3 weeks now. 3 weeks ago, I was reading Success Magazine and I saw an article that said September is Self Improvement Month. And I started thinking, why wait? That sounds like it's really important. Why should we wait till September? Let's get started now. And I started this series of videos. I've been doing one almost every single day. And the whole idea is to share one thought, one small task with you that's geared towards self improvement. And the whole thing about that is after consistent action a month, we're going to make a huge difference. Now, some of the ideas have been really short. Some of them take a little bit longer, but they're all doable that day. Some of the things we talked about was just positive thinking. I titled that one, Is Your Brain Getting Fat? Because I said a lot of times when we eat, we always don't make good decisions. If we eat junk food, our bodies are going to get fat. Same thing goes with your thinking. If you're thinking positive thoughts, all of a sudden your brain is working nice, lean, and mean. If you start filling it with junk and negative thinking, again, you don't want to do that. You want to keep your brain lean, so we don't want it to get fat. Next thing we talked about was just smiling. How if you do have that positive attitude, show it to other people with a smile on your face. We talked about Flower Friday, about doing something really nice and brightening up someone's day so you feel good about what you did. They feel great about being thought of and getting a nice bouquet of flowers. And then in turn, they're going to pass on their good feelings and their positive attitude to other people throughout the day. We talked about the importance of a to-do list and not just having it done in the morning, but doing it the night before. So this way we're organizing our thoughts. Our subconscious is actually working on those things while we sleep. We're waking up rested, we're waking up organized, and we're waking up ready to hit the floor running. We talked about savings, either retirement, education for a child, an emergency fund, but this isn't just a checking account, this is a savings account. It's not money you put in when you have a little extra, but it's something that you set up automatically. So a certain time each week or certain time each month, money is transferred from your checking account to your personal savings account. We talked about random act of kindness. I think the whole idea that day was to just go to Starbucks or next time you're buying coffee, treat the person behind you and see if we can get a chain reaction going. I know that went over really well. Some people even said they went to a grocery store and actually bought groceries to the person behind them. We talked about learning something new. Don't get caught in the rut and it's the same old. But coming up with a new hobby or something new that you're going to try. I mentioned that I was going to do archery. That was going to be my new thing to get me out of the rut in the same old thing and challenge myself. And so now I'm doing something more physical, but also think is something new mentally. I did one video from my library and I talked about how leaders are readers and the importance of reading. I suggested some of the books that were in my library case. We talked about blind spots, things that you may be doing or not doing that you don't even know about because they're blind to you, and how to discover those things so we can make some self improvements. We talked about eating healthy, the no cheat day, monitor everything we put in our bodies. In that one whole day, we make sure there was zero cheating. We talked about charities, not only doing something for ourselves and doing something for our businesses, but giving back to the community or giving back to less fortunate people. So those were some great ideas. I hope you kept up with them. And this is my challenge right now, is just to take an inventory. Did you do those things on a day-to-day basis? Or did you listen? So, oh, that's pretty cool. I heard that before. And then go on to the next day. Now, I know some people have really taken to this to heart by the emails I've gotten or the videos I've gotten in return. Some people have done the savings account. Quite a few people have already done the charities. I know I've heard some great stories about buying coffee or even groceries to the person behind them. So I know some of this stuff was done. And the reason I mentioned that is I was talking to a client that just decided to upgrade his UP program to Cornerman. And he started saying, I don't really know why I'm doing this because I've heard a lot of this stuff before. I've been with this other billing company for 20 years. And I'm starting thinking, 20 years, you've heard a lot of information. Why aren't you getting the results? Because you're probably like some people who listen to these to-dos for our self-improvement month. I've heard it before, it's a good idea, but I'm not taking action on it. I happen to be belong to the same billing company as the other gentleman, And I remember when I was with that building company, I was with them for about 5 years at the time. I was listening to Tony Robbins. I'm sitting in a 2,400 square foot school, and Tony Robbins comes on. He talks about doing something that's a legacy, doing something that's out of your comfort zone. Why wait for the perfect opportunity and all the lights are green? Sometimes you just have to take that chance. Well, right next to me was 10,000 square feet for rent. And I picked up the phone, I talked to a landlord, and I actually moved my school that was a small school at the time into this 10,000 square foot. And I eventually, not eventually, within 2 years, developed the largest school ever in the United States with over 1,200 active students. But it's taking consistent action and doing something out of your comfort zone. So today's assignment is, what do you really want to do? And if it's that important to you, why put it off? Now, this gentleman was doing Cornerman, and I said, you have to think, Cornerman's just like 2 students per month. If I can't get you 2 students per month, there's something wrong. You're going to be doing the self-improvement for your school and getting something on a day-to-day basis. Now, it's up to you to put it to use. So if you have something that you want to do, maybe how you have your business grow, maybe it's helping some employees get to the next level, maybe it's training your staff, make sure it's bringing your whole team to our international convention. There's something that you really want to do, and today's the day to take action on that big thing. And if you're not taking action on all the small things, take a personal inventory, sit back and go, what's stopping me? I mean, when we decided this a month ago, if it was so important, why wait to September? Let's get started in August. Well, if these projects are important to you, why put it off? If building a school is so important, why put it off? Start now. You have plenty of help. That's one nice thing about United Professionals. It's not only me, but Bill Storm, Paul Garcia, Doug Bertrand, Craig Haley, Roland Osborne. You have a great team, a great support team. And there's also tons of clients that are willing to give their support and their networking. So if it's your business, we're here for you. Get started. If it's just getting started on the to-do list, say, man, I missed 3 weeks. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do every one of those things. And then for the next 7 days, I'm going to make sure that every day I'm going to take one of those little steps for self-improvement by the end of the month. I know I talked a lot today. I'm going over 7 minutes. I promise to keep these to 1.5 or 2 minutes, but I think this is really important. Okay, it's not just the big things, but it's all the little small things, all those little details that you do on a day-to-day basis. So keep up with the little things. Today's the day to think about that really big. What do you really want to do? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want your legacy to be? What type of impact do you want to make on your community? If you're thinking about these things, why wait? Let's get started today. Have a good day. If you need some help, you need some support, pick up the phone and call me. Thank you.